that's beautiful.
What'd you say, bitch?
Holy shit.
I wrote, are we looking good today? Absolutely. Nope. And then hashtag YLGT.
All right, you ready to clap? Uno, dos, tres.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my God. Hello, can you hear me?
Nope.
Can you hear me?
Nope.
The hiccup.
I can't hear nothing.
I can
Hello?
kind of hear you. Can you hear us,
Hello?
Randy?
I didn't hear a hiccup.
You got a new mixer. For mixers, we're going to be hosting weekly mixers here with hot singles. Yeah, that's better for Big Tuna.
Let me get a sound bad dogger.
Okay.
Let me get a sound bagger.
A sound bagger? That sounds like someone who's about to dunk in you.
Heard it.
Hey, hit me with a fart. Oh, yeah.
Got him.
That was good. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, if I could always take the farts being a little louder. Welcome.
They always come up louder when it's mixed.
The toots do?
Yup.
Yup.
Did anyone even notice that we didn't have an episode last week, or did we?
I think one person DM'd me. I did put it in like the bio of the episode, but to be honest, I don't know if anybody even reads those. Like, am I spending extra time typing in what we did that week?
Does anyone care?
Does anyone give a fuck that we do this podcast?
One person does.
I know two gals do. They came to Huntsville. They had their slop citizen masks. Randy, you would have loved that. They had, let me show you the picture.
The slop citizen mask?
Yeah, did you see it?
No. I'm sorry.
No, I'm sorry. I was looking at photographs that were, I was looking at photo albums at home.
We had lots of Slop City fans.
We really did.
Somebody in the audience yelled, "All hail Pusina."
Nice.
Okay, Randy, how do you want me to get this to you? Because I don't really want to get up. You want me to just email it?
Please.
Oh, well, I'm really going to email it. That's fucking hilarious.
Then the gal who made the necklaces for us was there.
Yep. What's your email, Randy? Just kidding. Cash Randy. Poop.
Cash Randy Cash Freckles.
Curmudgeon.
Freckles.com.
All right, I just sent it. I can't remember those gals' names.
Well, I will tell you that you can't, if you're not watching the video, you can't see me. I look like a dog shit. Because life on the road is hard.
Dude, life on the road is tough, brother. You know, I always wondered, like, why are all these cats doing all this cocaine? Why are they getting lit up? Because you don't have any energy. I drank so much coffee while we were there. I rarely drink soda, and I was drinking Coke Zeros like it was nobody's business, man. I mean, I was just getting freaking jacked up.
And I don't know why. I mean, I'm just as busy at work, if not more.
Yeah, but it's mental energy when we're doing shows. Like, to turn the very last show we did, when I got off stage, we did, how many shows did we do?
9.
And for those of you that don't know, which I'm sure all of you do because it's amazing, we opened up for Chelsea Lynn on the road. Well, I opened up for Libby and Chelsea. That's what happened.
We were all on a show together.
Yeah, I was opening up for them. I just want to make it clear that, like, you and Chelsea were the stars.
Look at that.
Look at those gals. Slop Citizen, excuse me shirt. They got their masks with a doo-doo on it and a cigarette.
I mean, they're big fans, Randy.
And they've
Awesome.
they were adorable.
And the thing is I don't even know what it is.
Whoever they are, the gals that were at the Huntsville show, y'all were fucking cute. Show yourselves. Tell us who you are.
Show yourself.
Show yourselves. Identify yourself.
Show yourself.
God, you guys are so old. There are songs that you guys both sing sometimes.
That's from Frozen.
And it is.
Yes.
Randy, why do you know Frozen?
That wasn't Frozen. That was a newer song by a heavy metal band that I'm not recalling the name of at the moment.
I was bragging about you in the Zanies green room. Yeah,
Yay.
I was in the Zanies green room. Big deal. There was a picture of an almond-eyed man, Greg Almond, and I said to this guy, I says to him, "Look, our producer for our podcast used to play in a band with his son. What are you going to say about that?"
And then she bitch slapped him.
And he punched me in the face.
Wasn't that sweet though?
And I thought, man, I wish Randy was here to enjoy this.
Aw, thanks, you guys.
It was crazy.
Thanks.
When I walked outside, Randy, the back door of the club to head to what we have is called the tour bus.
Yeah, we had a fucking tour bus.
No shit. That's awesome, dude.
Yeah.
That is totally fucking cool, dude. I never had a tour bus. I had some pretty nice fans, but never a fucking tour bus.
Well, I'll tell you, we had the hookup because the woman we stayed with, her name's Kylie. She owns Diamond Coach in Tennessee.
Yeah, if you're ever in Nashville or just anywhere in the world, hit up Diamond Coach, yo. If you're like, hey, I want to surprise somebody with a fucking tour bus for their 40th birthday or 50th or even their 80th birthday. If you have an 80-year-old person in your life that is 79 and getting ready to turn 80, you need to rent a tour bus from Diamond Coach.
Well, she let us stay at her home, which was beautiful, but also parked a bus outside for overflow. And that's where I slept all week.
Yeah, Libby slept in the tour bus bed. What'd you call it? A fart capsule?
It's like a fart capsule because everybody's farting.
I mean, this thing, like, I was trying to be really cool and act like I'm not poor.
Wow, look at their website.
Oh, yeah.
And Randy, we had a top of the line bus. Have you ever been on a bus?
I've been on many buses, none that were mine that I traveled in, but I've been on, a whole bunch of tour buses. Real nice ones.
Well, this one apparently had, I don't know what they were called, but the beds were bigger than they usually are. They were real tall, and they only stacked 2 high.
Right.
Fancy as fuck.
Yeah, I've seen some that have that back suite that's really nice. It's nicer in most people's apartment.
Well, we didn't have that. We had back there, I called it my office. So I would sit back there and give consults. I was like the human resource of the tour. Fired people, hired people, sucked people off.
Did a lot.
Got dressed.
You know, there was a lot going on in the back there. We had a human resources chat one night.
A lot of people getting fired back there.
Yeah, I did get fired briefly, but fortunately, I was back in action.
Hired back on the next day.
I got hired back on the next day, everybody. And
so that's what we do. We
I think the most fun part was getting on that first tour bus and being like, what the fuck? And then when we got the second tour bus, I was like, you know, I kind of like the other one a little better. Who am I to start judging tour buses? I literally don't have a dishwasher.
The other one looked like an apartment.
I don't have a dishwasher in my home. Who am I to start saying, you know what? I'm actually not too fond of this tour bus. I actually like number 1 better. It was like when you go to the eye doctor and they're like, what was better, number 1 or number 2?
So the woman, Kylie, parked a tour bus outside Zanies for us for overflow so the green room wouldn't be full up. So all the people that came to see us and stuff could go out there.
That's cool. That's where the stars usually hang out at gigs that I've been on like that, is the tour bus until it's time to go on.
There
and
you go.
they enter the building.
Well, it was too dangerous for us to enter the building. There were too many fans.
There were so many. Chelsea at one point starts laughing at me. She goes, man, you made the mistake of going out trying to smoke. Because I opened the door to go smoke and everybody was like, ah! And like losing their minds. I was like, oh my God. And they were like, what's your name again? We just know you were on the show. Where's Chelsea and Libby?
What did they do again?
They were like, oh, dude, these cats lost their mind. And rightfully so, you know? I mean, we're stars. I am a celebrity.
Tina's up to like 4,000 Instagram followers now.
5,000.
Holy shit.
Yep.
Growing every day.
Growing every day, brother. I mean, the clout y'all have given me is amazing. Paige made a post for me yesterday and was like, hey, follow my bitch Tina.
Holy shit.
And told her genitals to follow me. And I was just like, wow, 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 wee, wow.
Genitals.
It's truly mind-blowing.
We had all good shows. There was not a bad show. None of us bombed ever.
No, there was one show that I felt a little like meh about, but it was still good comparatively.
I mean, considering none of us have done comedy since last year, it was phenomenal.
Yeah. I couldn't, like, before we did the shows, Randy, we were all like, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. Like, the worst was the very first show we did, for sure.
Sunday.
That Sunday show, I mean, it was horrific. I looked over my set, went over the beats of it. I mean, for 3 hours straight. Everybody was like partying the night before and raging. And I was like, I'm going to go on a walk. And they were like, well, it's going to get cold down by the farm. You need to bring a jacket. So I put on a camo Under Armour jacket. And to be honest, I felt like I was at home.
Immediately became a Trump supporter.
I immediately was like, I get it. I understand why we stormed the Capitol.
And I was like, Tina, come back. I had to rip the coat off of her to get some sense into her.
I called QAnon. And they were like, this is not a web. You don't just call QAnon. You got to, it's kind of like when Facebook first started, like you had to be invited into it. And they were like, ma'am, we got to get you through a sect of, we got to check you out, do a background check. If you do not have a photo on your Facebook of you looking down at the camera with a drop ceiling in the background, you can't be part of QAnon. So I had to scrub my Facebook and just put QAnon stuff on there. Because they were like, listen, if you want to get in, we need to have at least one post that is fact-checked marked on your Facebook.
Right, at least one.
You got to have a minimum of
one. The more,
one.
the better.
And if you do not have a photo of the blue man with the coronavirus germs in his throat, that says this has been fact-checked by independent whatever, then you're out. So.
We were around a lot of people, so we went and got a rapid test this morning.
Yep.
To protect Randy, since he is elderly.
Well, we got back last night, around like 5-ish, and then boom, scheduled a rapid test last night, went in, pumped and dumped it, swabbed it. The lady who gave me the test, they were so nice. They were like, asking me what I do or whatever. And I was like, I'm a comedian. And I was like, I just went, I did shows out of town. I was bragging.
Yeah, me too.
Was I bragging? Yeah, of course.
Same.
And I was like showing her pictures. No, I'm joking. But I bragged a little, not like braggadocious, because I looked really ugly. So it was very difficult for them to believe. You know what I walked in and had just straight up knots in my hair. No mate, walked in a burly fucking like jean jacket, ready to take this test, wearing my Obama shirt that's like used to fit me when I was 30 pounds lighter. Mm-hmm. And now it's not a crop top. It's more of a bralette. So she goes, can you take your jacket off? And I was like, yeah.
Did you get your blood pressure taken?
Yeah.
My blood pressure was so high the first time.
It was?
Yes, they had to take it again.
Were they like, we need to take you to an ambulance?
No, I was just like, that's high, isn't it? She's like, yeah, that's a little on the high side. It was like 160 over like 130.
Whoa.
And then when she took it again, it was normal. I was like, whoa, am I okay?
Am I okay?
Hello?
Yeah, I don't know what my blood pressure, I don't know what the base is for it. I think they said something like 120 over something. Not sure. But either way, the lady that I got the test at, she was like, I told her, I was like, well, I just wanted to get tested because the woman who administered the test, super nice, bragged to her about being a comedian and how famous and stuff I am. So that was good. And then she was like, I'm going to come back in with a piece of paper, write your info down. And I was like, you got it. So we did get a new slop citizen today while I was in there.
Was she wearing a crucifix or anything?
No crucifix.
That would indicate that she shouldn't listen to this.
Thank God, no crucifix. And then the gal that came back in do my, give me my results. What was funny is she came in and just starts talking to me, and I'm sitting there like biting my nails, like, oh my god, am I positive for COVID? Like, what's happening? And she's talking to me for a good 5 minutes. Then she goes, oh, and by the way, you're negative. Probably should have. She's like, should have led with that. And I was like, yeah, I'm spooked. But she was hilarious. I was like, I know. I was like, people are probably like, oh, you're so fucking irresponsible. You went out and did shows, whatever. And she was like, no, baby, you got to live your life. You got to still live your life, and you're being responsible. You came in and you got a test. And I was just like, hell yeah, sis.
Hell yeah, sister.
And then she did say that she was a fan of the idea of COVID parties. So that was a bit alarming. But nonetheless, very nice woman. Wore her mask, gave me the utmost medical care. I did ask for a kiss, and they said no. So
which hole hurt worse?
My left, because it's kind of raw.
My right one hurt real bad.
Yeah, my left one's raw. I need to be shoving up some Neosporin up in that bitch, because it is raw. There's like a scab inside of my nose.
Tina had lots of diarrhea on this trip.
Constant.
Just shitting a lot.
There was one day, the day that we had our first show, I shit probably 6 times before we even got to the venue.
Whoa.
I mean, it was a lot of diarrhea. A lot of sudden onset diarrhea, too.
Sudden onset.
And it was like the kind of diarrhea that isn't straight water, but the kind where it's like, the kind where it like sprays the toilet.
I'd say that's
where it's like almost like a little firework. Like it's like.
Did you miss us, Randy?
I did, man. I didn't know what the hell to do with myself.
Where you're like, where's my girls?
Oh, man. I mean, it fucking just sprayed. Even today in Schnucks, I like him.
Shit.
I was in the grocery store this morning, getting some stuff, and all of a sudden I was just like, I have to leave my cart.
I don't know why I never thought it was IBS until this trip. It's 100% IBS.
What are the symptoms though? Like
sudden onset diarrhea where you can't hold it.
Our makeup artist, Jessica Candace,
who is
right? Isn't that her last name?
Gal in the world.
I think that's her last name. Jessica Candage. I'm sorry. I'd like to retract that former statement. Jessica Candage. Follow her on Instagram. Jessica CMUA.
Never got my makeup done by her.
She is fucking amazing. So funny, so nice, like truly so beautiful. Like she was great. She let me borrow the first night we met Jessica. She comes in and I'm going to be honest. When she first came in, I was intimidated. Because I had just gotten out of the shower and looked like a swamp monster.
I had just gotten out of the hot tub and was half naked.
Oh, and she was so glam, like so fucking gorgeous. And to be honest, I was intimidated. I was like, this girl's judging us. She's judging us. I don't want to think like that, but I did. And I was just like, she is a 10.
She's so beautiful. She's judging you.
I know. And I was like, she's fucking judging us right now. And I mean, within moments, we were just fucking homies, dude. Like I start talking about the harmonica, and I'm like, I think it was that moment that I realized, I was like, oh my God, I forgot my harmonica. Like again.
Did you give her harmonica back?
No, I have it still.
Oh no.
I know. We talked about it. She's fine with it. We'll see her again, and I'll bring her harmonica.
The fact that she drives around and plays harmonicas.
That was the best part. I'm like, I forgot my harmonica. And what did she say? She was like, I got 5 in my car. We were like, what?
Oh, God.
What do you mean you have 5 harmonicas in your car? She's like, yeah, I'd like to play it when I drive sometimes. I was like...
And she knows how to play it, too.
Yo, dude, she can slap on that thing.
Is there anything she can't do? She paints. She sings.
She made a photo of Gary.
She made Gary. Paints, makeup, sings. I mean, her singing voice is unreal.
So good.
Plays harmonica.
She makes ugly bitches like us look fucking good,
She makes ugly bitches like us who have no skills seem even more ugly.
Oh, dude, she put gel hair paste on my eyebrows. And I'm praying it was LA looks. If it wasn't, I'm out.
Well, it's already done.
Yeah.
Irritable bowel.
She's got IBS, though. She said she shit. Where did she say she shit her pants? I can't remember. She shit her pants in her leggings one time and it like went all the way down. I think she actually did an Instagram reel or something about her shitting her pants. Let me find it. It was fucking funny.
Oh, God. Change in bowel habits, constipation, diarrhea, inability to empty bowels, indigestion, nausea.
Here it is.
Tina Deball just mentioned me.
Remember when you got sun poisoning in Costa Rica, went into a store and needed to use the bathroom and you clogged the toilet, so you wrapped your hands in TP and threw the two out the window, and now everyone calls you shit mitts? That's the one where she took the shit, she clogged the toilet, and she took the shit and threw it out the window. I've been there, sis. Not exactly that point, but it's, you know, there's been a few bad times for me.
Her name is Jessica. Is it CMUA?
CMUA. There she is.
What a beauty. I
Oh,
mean,
God.
come on. Look at her.
Hottest gal ever.
Look at Paige's first picture.
Oh, I love it. Everybody's
I mean,
so
they don't
hot.
even look like the same people.
I mean, I think they do.
They do, but it's like, it's just so different.
Yeah, she is truly fucking amazing. Randy's hard as a rock over there.
Hell no, dude. I'm old enough to be her dad. That ain't cool. I ain't down with that.
She's 57 years old.
See, I'm down with that, but yeah, as long as you're in my wheelhouse, yeah, I don't like
My
that girl.
wheelhouse.
I can feel my hernia.
Exactly.
I diagnosed Tina with a lot of illnesses
Yeah.
this
What it-
trip.
Libby diagnosed me with IBS on this trip,
Hiatal hernia.
hiatal hernia. And how did you come to that deduction? You
Because
know,
I know exactly how it feels.
you just kind of
Where you're pointing and the times that it was hurting was dead giveaway. I'd like to know what your doctor says, though. I'm not a healthcare professional.
Sure, as we've stated multiple times on this podcast. Oh my God, look at that guy.
He's like,
I guarantee that's why I'm snoring now. Because it's pushing on your diaphragm.
yeah.
Beth, like somebody slept with me the first night that we were in Nashville. And like it was so comforting. We were in the same bed together, kind of like making love, you know, and like we were eating snacks in bed and listening to a podcast and hanging out. And then I woke up about 4 or 5 hours later and she was gone. Beth,
She did the same
Beth
thing
Franks
to me.
was gone.
Anytime she sleeps with me, same thing.
She left me. She left me high and dry. And to be honest, I woke up and I felt very sad. Like I was just
It's
like,
embarrassing.
wow. I mean, you know, people used to know me as a dainty gal, a dainty sleeper, you know.
And
Not
now you're-
anymore. Now I snore.
Now you sound like Tony Alamo getting up from a chair.
I really do.
When I used to sleep with Beth, she had a bed that would curve into the middle because it was messed up. So the whole night I would be on the edge of the bed trying to stay out of the curve and trying not to snore. So I would never be sleeping.
You were just
It was
like
awful.
intermittent sleeping.
And then when she would go to work, I would just roll over into the hole and just fucking lights out, baby.
Doink on in. Rafe's brother, like they're all big fucking dudes, you know, and on his bed, they've got like a big ass king size bed in their house. And where Rafe's brother sleeps, there is an actual hole
Divot.
from his ass. It's like a straight up, they call it the little donut. And the dogs curl up into it. And they have
The donut.
tiny little dogs. So they curl up in there. Oh, the donut pussy. Boy,
We
that
gonna
was.
talk about that.
We can talk about it. Let's do it because it's
Whew.
fucking hilarious.
Well, as soon as we got there before everybody, Randy, me, Tina, and Officer Daniels, and
For our tour.
soon as Chelsea gets there, Tina pulls her pants down and just spreads it and just shows Chelsea her pussy, just out of the blue.
While Chelsea was on the phones, which made it even funnier because it was like a surprise one. You know, when you're not expecting like a moon or a flash. So Chelsea's like turns around while she's on the phone, and my butt and pussy are spread open.
So I'm in the bathroom moments later and I hear, "Are you on your period? Because I see a tampon string." So Chelsea had taken a picture of her spread pussy and ass. And immediately I knew that it wasn't a tampon. It was going to be toilet paper. And come to find out, Tina had a big old piece of toilet paper stuck to her pussy. But that wasn't the biggest problem with this photo. That wasn't the biggest problem. The problem was Tina's pussy looked like a newborn baby's nutsack. And that's the only way I can describe it.
Well, it was like there were 3 holes in this photo.
But you could only see one.
It was an optical. I don't want to look at it because I'll throw up. Like, it was like, after we looked at all these naked pictures of ourselves, we were all like, dude, I hate myself. How do I look like that?
And a lot of things went through my mind. But the biggest one was, how will I be friends with Tina after this? How will I... How will I continue to be friends with her knowing that she has a nutsack for a pussy? I didn't know how I... So then I started to think, is Tina intersex? Does Tina have the genitals of a person that is intersex? A lot of debate went around. Everyone that was in the house, strangers, new people that came over, looked at the picture.
Everybody was truly alarmed. Like that, like, okay, the way that I can describe how it felt for me in the moment was like, was it funny? Yeah, for sure. There was toilet paper in my pussy. Like, there was an actual string of toilet paper. Not like a tiny little, like, bloop. Like, it was a chunk that got left inside of there. And I'm looking at the photo right now. Watch the video so that you can see our faces. So, I mean, there's a visible, I see my asshole, my pussy hole, and there's a piece of toilet paper in my pussy hanging out.
But when you look at the picture,
it looks like we were talking about photoshopping like army men climbing into my pussy on it.
But when you look at the picture, you don't see the b-hole, the vag hole. All you see is a baby scrotum with a hole right in the middle.
So I am now, as I'm really dissecting this photo, what I think happened is my fupa kind of pushed my pussy down. So it's actually... There's no way to even remotely
remedy
explain
this, how it looked. And there was a lot of stuff going on. Tina couldn't figure out how she'd gone her whole life without knowing she had a scrotum pussy.
Yeah, knowing that I had a nutsack.
The rest of us were just confused, and I don't know how long it went on, but finally somebody suggested, just show us again.
Yeah, just show us your pussy. Because everybody, like I was saying, everybody felt kind of bad for me. Like, people were, like, one time, Bobby the Bone Man Jaycox, we were doing this shoot, and he brought out his bare balls and penis out. And in the photo, or in the video, like, his penis wasn't hard, so it was small. You know? And no one really said anything, but it was all kind of like you could feel this lull in the room. Like, you could just kind of feel it, you know? It was kind of like, man, like, I hope he's okay, you know? Like, it was kind of that vibe. And then the following day we talked about it where he was like, you know, it doesn't always look like that.
But that's I feel like that's different. Yours looked deformed. Which is fine to have a deformed genital area.
And to be intersex is absolutely fine. I think it's just that we've been friends for as long as we have, and you're like, how did I not know that you had a scrotum for a pussy?
Right. And just the way that the hole was in the middle.
Oh, sure. It
was
looked
alarming.
like a donut. Because I want, if you're not watching the YouTube video, put it on. Because I'm going to do a layout of it. Because, like, maybe I should just get an OnlyFans and show this photo on there or something like that.
Maybe.
Because, I mean, I think I can make a lot of scratch on that photo. Just people, you know, just doing different Photoshops of it.
Oh my God, is that a bear claw?
Yeah. So the way I'm doing a drive, I'm going to do explain to you guys what this looks like. So picture my ass, I'm bent over. You know what I mean? Head on the ground, bent over in like a nice stretch. And so it's like the top of my ass crack, which is yellow.
That's another thing we
for
discovered.
some reason. Yeah, it's jaundiced. Only the top of my ass crack was yellow. So top of my ass crack is yellow. And then it comes down to my dark, kind of like purplish butthole, which Rafe has told me has been darkening with age. And he could be right. So that's my asshole. And then there's like my pussy hole or something like that. And then the toilet paper. And then at the bottom, think of that little chunky part on your vagina, like where it's like the lips, where everything comes together. Somehow that, when I bent into this thing and it looks like a donut. It straight up looked like butthole, pussy hole, and then like this weird circle. And you could literally just see a tiny, almost donut hole in the middle of it.
I think one of the things was because the toilet paper was there, we were zoomed in. So we totally missed the butthole.
Yes. Didn't even notice
that.
The
actual vaginal hole area was dark. So I thought that was the butthole.
Yeah.
Then you go down and it's all of a sudden a circle of lip area with one just big hole in the middle.
Yeah, it was like a donut hole. Instead of like you get the little donut holes at Quick Trip. Maybe if you like poked something in there.
So we all assumed that was the vaginal canal surrounded by just a nut sack.
Yeah, we figured it was the canal.
And again, nothing wrong with intersex individuals. I just didn't know that Tina was until that moment.
Uh-huh.
Turns out she's not.
No, it was, well, and what was funny too is Chelsea's like, I know what's going on. We just need to see it because it's the way the photo was taken. And we need to see it. So I end up taking my pants off and just spreading my pussy.
On a bed.
Maybe 60 minutes after meeting all these people.
With an audience, a large audience.
How many people did we have lined up? I mean, people were excited. It was like kind of, what it felt like was a carnival. Like it was like, oh, come check out this deformed pussy.
Right.
And everybody couldn't bring themselves away from it. They were just like, what's going on? So people are diving in.
Even Officer Daniels.
Who
was disgusted by the whole thing.
Sure. He was in the background doing one of these.
One of the looks arounds. So then we discovered, I'm not going to say normal, because what is normal? No, I mean, to say it's normal after comparing it to intersex would be offensive, I think. It's a typically looking vaginal area.
Every vaginal canal is different in its own way. You know what I mean? I have a birthmark on my pussy. That was very evident during that. It's not on my pussy, but it's like on the side of my lip,
Right. And I didn't even see that because I still was. I didn't understand why you had a nutsack, a baby nutsack.
A little tiny scrotum.
And I almost want you to show Randy, but then I don't because I think he'd be traumatized.
He can't.
Yeah. And I will say that almost everyone there showed their pussies and buttholes except for me. So
yeah, and we're gonna see it one time
because I have to see it first. I have to work out what's happening.
Yeah, Chelsea
really
and I are like, why haven't we seen yours? Like, we are gonna see yours.
I mean, just everyone.
I saw
spreading.
Chelsea and I oddly have the exact same pussy.
Her and Chelsea have the same exact pussy where it's just one unit.
Yeah,
just a unit.
Sure.
Where mine, it has different varying degrees of is it called topography?
Topography. There's this golf game that Rafe and I play on the Nintendo Switch, and it literally has a thing where it's like, see the topography, and it shows you like where it goes down.
The small mountain
where it inclines.
You can see, and I learned about that when I was in the Army. I learned about, okay, this is a hill, this is a mountain.
And so you were, thankfully, what you learned in the Army has brought you to this moment, and you're able to really define
my
the
vaginal
topography
area
of
by
a pussy,
like a topography map.
Okay, so I mean, just since you're not going to show it to us, like, can you just describe to us like what's going on down there?
Just you have two sections:
okay.
left lip, right lip.
Okay,
smushed together. That's it. I have a left
Randy's
outer,
dying.
left inner, left outer, left inner.
So you've got 2 layers.
2 layers
Two
that
mountains.
are prominent.
That are prominent. What does prominent
I mean,
mean?
it's split.
Like, are they? No, it's not.
It's not together.
How do I, like, I mean, I don't even know. What do you mean it's not together?
Let's
Can you draw
Let's
it?
privately look up some vag pics here.
Okay.
We won't show these on the podcast.
No, because people
different types
of
labias.
vaginas.
I'll even write the right word.
Of labias.
Well, I'm trying to make it where it won't bring up
Lopsided
porn.
vagina.
All right, let's look here at the different types of vaginas.
Okay. Oh, Asgar Healthcare Group's got a really nice.
I'd say it's more of this type, where you have the outer and then the inner.
Okay. All right.
I don't even see yours and Chelsea's on here. Yours is kind of like this.
Yeah, it's probably a little more like that.
Your guys' is like this.
God, vaginas are so gross,
Dude,
dude.
disgusting.
They really are not good.
I mean, why would
Viva
anyone
la
want this?
vulva. Okay, Marie Claire's got a. Okay, so that's
You and Chelsea, isn't it? No, you guys are like this.
mine's tucked in.
Yeah, it's tucked.
That looks like an overweight dad. You know what I mean? And then like his penis is at the bottom.
I'd say mine is like a this area. With an external.
Oh man. Oh shit. What's that one? Does that one have some eczema?
I don't know what's going on with that.
That's good. I like that they're okay. So respinning our misunderstood body part. So you think yours is the very top right, where it's just kind of
a floppy. Just
I kind of think mine is a little more like that. You don't think so?
yeah.
Wow. It's time to change the conversation around your vulva. That's what I say.
I just say that all of them are different.
Yeah, I don't want anyone to think. You know that I've watched porn before and I'm like, what the fuck? Like, I didn't even know. You know, I'm like, okay, I'm normal. Like I've told you before, I thought I had an STD because of like the clam-like stuff that was like down by my pussy hole before. I remember staring in a mirror, climbing up on a sink and looking at it and being just worried. But I didn't have any sex education. I didn't know anything about my genitals. So to me, I mean, and I'm not going to ask my mom at that point, you know. We weren't close like that. Mine was, I couldn't even believe, I mean, I literally thought I was lying to my family and had an STD at the age of 14.
Well, it's hard to say, too, because this is the front view. Front view and rear view could be very different.
The rear view. Because as we saw, I mean, we saw the rear view of mine and it was just horrendous. Truly.
And then when she stood there and pulled her pants down from the front, it looked typical.
Yeah. I don't have a protruding clit. That's the thing. Some people, their clit and stuff like hangs out. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Like, where's
you
mine?
guys are like this one where it's just
Yeah, mine's like tucked in.
getting sick to my stomach. Is that bad?
Because of clits?
Because of vages. They're just so gross.
Yeah, you could never lick a pussy.
It makes me think of what are those baboons that have the really pink butts? And baboons probably think they're hot. They probably think the different kind of butts are hot. I think they're gross and they scare me.
Well, you remember that one cat called me a baboon's ass.
Right.
They said I looked like a baboon's ass.
And you don't, which is weird. I'll go ahead and close that out for you, Randy. I should have put the safe search on.
No, don't do that.
Oh, good Lord. So yeah, there was a lot of genitals being shown.
Mm-hmm.
Did we see pages?
No, we didn't see Paige's.
Didn't see Paige's either.
Saw her tits, though.
I mean, we were all just naked all the time.
Yeah. I mean, if people are thinking, like, what's it like to hang out with you guys? It's constant orgy. You know, and I was welcomed right into it. Sorry, I got to unbutton my pants. They're so tight.
Lots of pussy. It brings people closer together, I think.
I think so, too.
Just showing your... Did you show the picture to Greg?
Yeah.
Okay.
Hysterical. That's why Greg and I got so close.
Greg is Chelsea's husband.
And, yeah.
Of course, we saw my daughter, Justin Armistead.
Yep. Your daughter, Justin.
She's a beautiful gal.
She was there just living it up.
Saw Theo Vaughn. Hung out with him.
Crazy. But, you know, it's like in Josh Wolf. We did shows with Josh Wolf. And he was like, yeah, I'm your peer. And I was like, you are, but like, you're not. You're like
You're famous.
Yeah, you're like number one guy.
So Josh Wolf opened up for me. So that's good.
Yeah, I opened up for Josh Wolf, Libby, and Chelsea. But Josh Wolf did open up for Libby. So that is truly
inspiring.
Really, really just inspiring. I mean, I just can't believe we did it. I can't believe we did that many shows and crushed as hard as we did. Because I'm telling y'all, it was fucking scary before.
It was scary, but the sound of the crowd could blow you off the stage.
The sound of the crowd gave me the kick I need for this year. Does that make sense?
Hell yeah.
Like and I know we're not doing shows again until March. And then you guys probably have a shit ton more dates or whatever throughout the year. But
don't know when they are yet.
Well, that's okay. They'll get figured out. But I mean, boy, howdy. Like I'm ready to kick it into gear until March. You ever do something like that where you're just like fucking inspired after something happens? And you're like, yeah, I'm fucking doing it. I'm getting back on track. Sorry, I'm itching my ass.
It's made me want to like start writing more.
Oh yeah, I actually had an idea for a bit last night while I was sitting on the toilet, and I was like, "That's what I'm talking about, brother. Let's get going,
brother.
I'm ready. I got to go back to work tonight, and I am not excited about that."
Do they know? I mean, do
how
they
famous
fucking
I am?
know
my job?
Yeah.
To be honest, like no one's gonna really understand.
They're gonna be like, "Get the fucking coleslaw and come back out here."
Oh, dude,
no one cares.
If I even try to tell people will be like, "Where were you?" And I'll be like, "I was doing comedy." And then all they're going to ask me is about like, it's the same questions all the time. And I get that people are just trying to be nice or whatever and like have a conversation with me or whatever. But I'm like, just stop asking me. Like, I don't know how to explain to you how cool I am. And like, you're not going to get it. Like, I'm like, I am a professional.
I played at Zany's.
And
it wasn't a showcase or an open mic.
Famous people came to see us. Like, there were famous people in the audience. Can you, like, get out of here?
Can you imagine going out on stage, a famous person sitting there, and then coming back and telling you that you did good?
And then I'm going to get yelled at tonight. And I'm going to get hollered at by people. And there's going to be customers that are like, "Where is my to-go order?" And I'm going to be like, "I'm about to go home." How about that?
I'm about to go on stage again and crush.
Dude. Oh, man. And that fucking person, that was the worst part, I think, for me mentally. Like, it fucked me up because, like, we have done probably 2 nights of shows at Zany's in Nashville, which, like, if you don't know, is truly one of the fucking greatest clubs, I think, that I've done so far in the country. So fun. The staff is fucking incredible. Like, it's just, the room is great. Lucy Sinsheimer, like, the fucking booker there, the Dorfmans and shit. Like, it's just George. Like, it was so fucking cool. And to be able to go on their stage and just, like, destroy fucking, felt so good. And then I get off stage. I'm not fucking joking. Get off stage. Just fucking lit that bitch up, man. Murdered. All right. Felt it. Got off the stage. Knew what was up. And I hate myself. So it's difficult for me to say this. But I crushed. And then I open up my phone and I have a fucking text message from a regular at my job back in St. Louis at a restaurant that said, wow, ordered to go for the first time in 3 weeks and they messed it up again. And I was just like, I don't give a fuck. I'm not texting you back. I'm going to look at this and I don't fucking text you while you're in your high-powered job. You haven't seen me in weeks. Why am I the guy? Why am I the guy to message? Truly just offensive. And now I'm going to get fucking yelled at tonight. It's going to be, Tina, oh my God, because I have to like do like manager stuff or whatever tonight at work. So they're going to be like, Tina, oh, this person they're mad about their to-go. I forgot to ring it in. And I'm going to be like, do you guys even want to know how many followers I have on Instagram now? I have 5,000 followers. I'm doing good.
The only screaming I want to hear is that of fans when I walk out of the back door.
Hey, I'm gonna go smoke, and if all of you don't line up and cheer for me when I go out back, I'm gonna fucking beat your ass.
If you don't come up and ask for a picture, I don't want nothing to do with you.
If you don't ask me, hey, can I take my mask off for this picture?
We don't want nothing to do with you.
We don't want nothing to do with you. Oh, God, it's going to hurt. And Donald and everybody. I like the fact that I have to go back to real life. I mean, and you do too. But I feel like a restaurant is like, I don't know. I guess it's the same. You've been doing your job for a long fucking time and you hate it.
It's the same.
Not hate it, but it's like, it's not what we want to, it's not what we're meant to be doing.
Right.
And this is just what we have to do in the meantime. And it hurts. And I don't want to sound negative and ungrateful. Like, oh, God, every single thing in my job is a piece of shit. But I'm like, dude, I don't want, yes, working in a bar and restaurant all of these years has given me the opportunity to do stuff like we just got to do. And that's great. And I make decent money. You know, I'm not totally fucking starving, but it's not what I want to do, brother.
It's just a hard transition.
It's not what I want to be doing,
going
baby.
From tour bus life to back to working. It fucking get you off your high horse. Not that I was on a high horse, but
now I gotta go sit down. I want to get, be talked down to. Oh, God.
Dude, when I was on the road all the fucking time like this, I used to have to come back to work at TGI Fridays.
Oh, honey.
What did you do there?
I was a waiter and a busboy and an expediter.
Yep.
And barback.
So you had to
bartender trainer.
Did you have
trainee.
to wear all the flair and stuff?
Oh fuck yeah, dude! I had the striped shirts with those big ass suspenders and all the buttons on them and shit. Hell
it's
yeah.
like, don't they know their shirts look like you're in jail? It's like a jail costume. Like the symbolism of that, it's like, welcome to TGI Fridays. Do you want loaded potato chips that are like a loaded baked potato and they're shaped long and whatever?
Yeah, I do.
Oh, God, that's hilarious. So you would just have to come back and go back to the restaurant and it would crush your spirit.
Dude, it fucking sucked. It was the worst feeling ever. But like you were saying, it was always like inspiring. I always wrote, songs and stuff when I got back. But yeah, it was very depressing.
Yeah,
to say the least.
Yeah, I feel like I just need to really because like this last year I thought, with COVID and everything, I was like, when it first happened, part of me was like, dude, I'm going to write my pilot. I'm going to write a feature film. I'm going to write a full new hour of stand up. Or not a full new hour, but I'm going to perfect my hour and I'm going to be fucking ready. And then it was just like, what I did, to be honest, was I gained 40 pounds. I feel poopy. I got really depressed. My anxiety got out of fucking control. I didn't do that stuff.
Nobody did, dude.
Are you falling asleep?
Yeah. Absolutely falling asleep.
Oh, man.
I've been so tired I fell asleep riding in a car. Who does that? Children do that, not grown adults.
Nah, we both fell asleep.
We were like,
oh, yeah, dude. I was back there snoring like a little goat. I just, I'm hoping that this, now I think too that there's a light at the end of the tunnel with everything. It's like, okay, like I might be able to get vaccinated here shortly. And, I just want everybody to know that once I get vaccinated, I will be turning into the Incredible Hulk. That's just how it goes. You get vaccinated and
How come everybody else doesn't turn into the Hulk?
well, because they don't put their mind to it, Do you get why people are scared of vaccinations?
Yeah, because it's soon. Too soon.
Yeah, I agree.
I'm scared just because it's needle, but I'm also like, there's room for error.
Yeah, dude. What if somebody accidentally put like maple syrup in it?
Mayonnaise. Oh, Kitty's ears are really bothering him.
Oh, is that what it's like after they get their ears cleaned?
Why did he have to get his ears cleaned?
My daughter thought he might have had an ear infection, so we were just being a bit proactive and took him in and got everything cleaned out.
So do they have to, when you take a cat to get their ears cleaned, do you have to put them to sleep?
I have no idea. They made us wait in the car, so we just sat out in the parking lot in the vehicle.
I've never had a cat's ears cleaned.
Neither have I until yesterday.
And is Kitty just kind of feeling not well?
He's doing fine. He's just
a little catty.
Yeah, a little.
He's kind of holding his ears down a little bit, just like
yeah.
He's just trying to sleep it off. It's like Kitty went on a bender.
Like Kitty was with us.
Yeah, Kitty was partying with us and was like, "I gotta wind down. This is too much."
Which Fridays did you work at?
I started at the one on Olive, and
that's the one I used to go to all the time.
Yeah, there I was a busboy and an expediter, and then I went to South County and became a waiter, and then I went downtown and waited tables.
I liked that one too. I probably saw you.
Do you think you guys
that guy's hot?
Maybe crossed paths at some point?
And certainly.
Like,
I used to love the club sandwich they had on the croissant.
That was pretty good.
It was good.
What was your favorite item there, Randy?
I used to get this spicy Cajun chicken sandwich. It was pretty good. I liked that. That was about it, really. The rest of that shit sucked.
Sorry, we were watching Kitty. When I worked at First Watch, there was a sandwich there that I still think about to this day. It's called the Beef Eater sandwich, and it was on Parmesan encrusted sourdough bread. Like they would literally burn the Parmesan on the outside of it, and I am a huge fan of that on a grilled cheese, any kind of sandwich. And then they had cheese on the inside, fucking red ass good roast beef, and then a horseradish sauce that you would dip it into.
Ooh.
Mm-hmm.
That does sound good.
That shit was fire.
Where did I eat horseradish sauce? Where did we eat steak? Oh, with Clayton.
Yes.
Did you go to that?
To the Hamptons restaurant?
Yeah.
That was not the Hamptons? Yeah, it was fucking good though.
Only had barbecue once, which I can't believe.
We didn't have Mexican food once.
No Mexican, only barbecue once.
Yep.
We didn't have time to eat, man.
We were busy boys. Busy boys.
Busy, busy boys, busy boys.
Oh boy. Well, we did it. We're at 53 minutes. I say we just cut it for today.
Let's just get on out of here.
Is everyone mad at us if we do that? Probably. It doesn't matter.
'Cause I'm fucking tired, dude.
Dude, my pants are unbuttoned right now. I need to eat lunch.
Yeah.
I mean,
fucking moron.
that's what everyone's going to be saying about us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're going to cancel us.
Nah, we can't. We're not going to get canceled. Listen, honeys, we did life on the road and it was tough. You know?
Yeah.
Hey, honey.
We did a lot of
here.
really good stuff today. You know, we talked about all sorts of good stuff.
I don't even know. Honestly, if you gave me $10 and said, what did we talk about? I wouldn't know.
Libby's, when you see somebody that's definitely on drugs and you kind of just like, you're like, oh, they're not going to remember this day. That's kind of what Libby looks like right now. Pretty rough. I just drew a diagram of what my pussy may have looked like. So.
Oh, just a hole.
Just a donut hole. So everybody, this is a donut pussy out. for the day.
Well, let me just say I was very shocked that Rafe had never sent anything to anybody.
Sure, because you're like, how could he stay with this donut?
How could he not tell anybody that she had a very
surprising pussy?
I also need to work on my autographs. Signed quite a few autographs. I don't have a good signature.
Mine's not bad.
At one point on one of the things I signed, I started to write my legal name.
Oh, no, you didn't.
I did.
Libby did one signature that I looked at and I was kind of like, you sure that's what you want to go with? Like, she literally just like printed her name. It was like Libby Higgins.
Well,
it's like, dude, you got to do a cool, you know?
The problem was the Sharpie marker on the material that we were signing.
Yeah.
Was difficult.
Yeah, we need to make sure to bring a lot of Sharpies next time because that was, like, and maybe some thin ones, some little thin boys.
So
I think you could have a really cool signature, Libby. Like,
I don't like bees like that.
Oh, you don't?
Mm-mm.
What do you mean you don't like bees like that?
I don't like cursive bees.
I
don't like what's it called?
If you say you don't like capital B's, I'm gonna beat your fucking
I'll
ass.
show you what I like to write my name in.
Okay, write it right next to the donut pussy. I think my signature is in a good spot.
This is how I like to write my name.
It's not bad.
I think I should change my name so I can have a better autograph.
Yeah, sure. I'm gonna change mine to. I don't know.
I mean, you're going with a lowercase t. I like that choice.
You do? You
Yeah.
think it's kind of bold, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I like to do just that.
But when you're signing stuff over and over and over again.
These are the moves. You got to have the red Sharpie. That's the move. That or the
A
silver
red
one.
Sharpie.
What's
Why
up with
a
the red
red?
Sharpie?
The tip's a lot different.
That's what she said.
Interesting.
Yeah, the tip's a lot pointier. It's easier to sign.
Yeah, Libby, you just need to work on it. Like, you just got to sit and work on it and decide which one you want. Like, because to be honest, mine, I don't know how mine came about, but it just kind of happened.
Well,
Wow,
you're
that is
signing-
a bold. Oh, this is called a Milwaukee.
when you're signing hundreds of autographs.
Oh, sure,
you know,
like we were.
You get fatigued.
You did keep saying that. You're like, oh, God, I just don't know if I have any more words in me.
I mean, it's so ridiculous. Like, just making fun of the whole thing. Like, how fucking insane was the whole thing?
Unfortunately, I just cannot say hi to anybody tonight. I'm just so busy.
What if I have a big L?
I think a big L is a good idea.
And then I can make it into the H as well.
Yes,
And sometimes I'll put a heart or an XO.
I like that. I like the big L transferring into the H.
What about this?
Get the fuck away from me. Like, Libby literally printed her name on one of the hats, and I was just like,
Because the pen sucked.
well, we now know that we need a Milwaukee Red Zoll. That's what we need, brother.
Thanks, brother, for the
So-
Milwaukee Millsall.
Listen, pump and dump it. All right, let's get the fuck out of here. I love y'all. This is great. Thanks for every single slot member that came out to see us in Huntsville and Nashville. And we will be in Phoenix at the end of March. And I think they're adding another show to that from what I understand. So if you are going to be in Phoenix, we'll be at Stand Up Live there again at the end of March, everybody. So let's get it.
We'll finally get to meet Natalie.
Yes, I can't wait. All right, y'all. We love you. Thanks for slopping
And
in. Cut.
cut.